Hello again, it's Mr. Dixon, your too cool for school counselor, back with another episode of Mr. Dixon's Doodles. Today, we're going to talk about digital citizenship. First, we'll start by describing what digital citizenship is, then we'll talk about why it's important. Lastly, we'll talk about how you can be a good digital citizen. I'm sure most of you have heard of good citizenship, which basically describes someone who behaves in a way that benefits others and their community. Someone who's a good citizen shows characteristics like respect, responsibility, honesty, safety, and being helpful to others. An example of this in school would be respecting your classmates and teachers. For example, if your teacher was speaking, you would show good citizenship by quietly listening and not disrupting them. When we talk about digital citizenship, the only difference is that instead of showing good citizenship in person, we show it digitally online. Examples of showing good digital citizenship would be things like responding to someone's post with encouragement or giving helpful feedback if a classmate asked a question online that you knew the answer to. Technology has become such a big part of our everyday lives. It's important that we try to show good citizenship in our online communication, just like we would in person. E-learning platforms like Google Classroom, apps like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, and sites like Facebook are all places that give us the opportunity and responsibility to show good digital citizenship. Showing good digital citizenship is important for many reasons. The main reason being, if we want others to treat us well and with respect digitally, it's important that we do the same. It's also important to remember that the things we do online stay online and are easy to screenshot and capture. Most of us know the golden rule of respect, which is to treat others the way we want to be treated. We expect and hope that others will be good citizens and treat us well. For that to happen, we try our best to show good citizenship in person to others too. This should also be true when we are thinking about the ways we communicate and act with others online. If, for example, you expect others to be helpful and kind to you if you ask a question on Google Classroom, it's important that you do the same. It's helpful for us to remind ourselves that the things we do and say online are often even more permanent than the things we say in person. We all get upset or frustrated at times. When we're in person and face to face, this may lead us to do or say hurtful things. When we get mad or frustrated at someone online, our computer and phone screens often make it even easier to say or do hurtful things to others due to the protection of not being in person. People often think that the things they do and say online are not the same or as impactful as the things they do in person, but that's simply not true. The things we do and say online to others can have a long-lasting impact on them. All it takes is one hurtful comment and a screenshot of something for a rumor to spread or for someone to be seriously hurt. The good news is that this also means showing good digital citizenship and treating others with respect online can also have a long-lasting positive impact. Now that you know what digital citizenship is and why it's important, let's work through some examples of how you can practice good digital citizenship online. We'll use some different situations from Google Classroom to show our examples. Let's say you're in Google Classroom and you see your teacher post an assignment for you to complete. The assignment is similar but not the same as the one you previously completed. Which response do you think would be the best example of digital citizenship in this situation? Student A posts this: "We just finished doing something like this. I'm not going to do this assignment too." Student B posts this: "Thanks for giving us another chance to show that we know this skill. I'll make sure to complete this fast and turn it in." I'm sure most of you can clearly see how student B's response showed much better digital citizenship and respect for their class and teacher. Here's another situation. Let's say that one of your classmates posts on Google Classroom asking for help with an assignment. Student A responds, "Hey, if you look back at our reading from yesterday, page 12 had some examples that really helped me figure this out. Maybe it will help you too." Student B responds, "Come on, we just learned about this yesterday. Did you forget already? Jeez." Student A definitely had the response that showcased better digital citizenship. They were helpful and didn't put their classmates down. This makes the environment better for them, their classmates, and their teacher. As different situations like these arise on Google Classroom, Instagram, or any other online platform, stop and take a second and think before you post a response. Sometimes our first instincts aren't always the best examples of good digital citizenship. Throughout this video, you've learned about what digital citizenship is, the importance of good digital citizenship, and lastly, examples of how we can handle online interactions with good digital citizenship. As our society continues to rely more and more on technology, it's important that we all take steps to make sure we're being good digital citizens. The things we say and do online can have just as much of an impact on others. With screenshots and shared posts, things we say and do online can become permanent. Ultimately, if you remember the golden rule and treat others the way you would want to be treated online, you'll be prepared to be a great digital citizen. That's all for our lesson on digital citizenship. Until next time, remember that you are competent and capable, so always be confident. See ya!